Every time I ate my mom's cooking, strange numbers would appear in front of my eyes, but weirdly enough, the numbers never showed up when I ate takeout food, and every time I ate one of my mom's meals, the number would go down. At first, I thought something was seriously wrong with my eyes, so I went to the hospital, but the doctor told me everything looked perfectly normal. Just when I convinced myself it was all in my head, the numbers appeared again during lunch one day. Soon, it was the anniversary of my father's death. That night, I saw him in a dream. He told me that when the number reached 0, my mother would leave me forever. But he also said the future could still be changed. I woke up in shock. I had already lost my father when I was young. I couldn't lose my mother too. So I decided to stop eating her cooking. Instead, I took her out to restaurants every single day. But after a while, we started running out of money. That's when I decided to apply to Seoul National University. If I got in, I wouldn't have to eat my mom's meals anymore. Eventually, I was accepted into the university. But my mom wasn't happy at all. We had depended on each other our entire lives. She knew she would feel lonely without me. At that point, the countdown above her head had dropped to just 138 days, so no matter what, I had to save her. But life always seems cruelest to kind people. 15 years later, I was diagnosed with stomach cancer. The doctor told me I only had 2 months left to live, so I decided to spend my final days beside my mother. Our lives were simple and ordinary, but being with her made me happier than anything else. Slowly, the number in front of my eyes changed to 1. That's when I finally realized something. Maybe the countdown reaching 0 didn't mean my mother would leave me. Maybe it meant I would leave her. The thought of my mother being alone terrified me, so I decided to go through with the surgery. As I was being taken into the operating room, my mother held my hand tightly. Just like when I was a child, she told me not to be afraid, but deep down, I knew she was even more scared than I was. Thankfully, the surgery was a success. I was given a second chance at life. Even the doctors called it a miracle. When I finally returned home, I made my mother a bowl of beef noodles with my own hands. It was the first time in decades that I had ever cooked for her. I closed my eyes tightly, afraid the number would finally reach 0, but when I opened them again, the number was going up. That was the moment I finally understood. Fate isn't something you escape from, it's something you face with love. So tell me, how long has it been since you shared a meal with your family?